Welcome to this UGC NET Geography syllabus. In this video, I will be breaking down the entire curriculum into its 10 core units, covering everything from fundamentals of geomorphology and climatology to the complexities of oceanography and geography of environment. Whether you are a student preparing for the UGC NET exam or a geography enthusiast looking to expand your knowledge, this video is designed to provide a clear and concise overview of the entire syllabus. So let's get started. At first, Unit 1, this is geomorphology. This unit explores the dynamic forces that shapes the Earth's surface, examining the intricate relationships between uh, geological forces, landforms, and landscapes. In continental drift and plate tectonic, we should understand the revolutionary theories that transformed our understanding of the Earth's dynamic nature. In endogenetic and exogenetic forces, which discovers how internal and external forces sculpt the landscape, including denudation and weathering process. Uh, in geomorphological cycle, explore the classic model of Davis and Pink and the latest theories of slope development, revealing the stages of landscape revolution. In Earth movements, investigate seismicity, folding, faulting, which have shaped the Earth's surface over millions of years. In geomorphological hazards, examine the occurrence and causes of earthquake, volcanoes, landslides, and avalanches and their impact on human population and the environment. In Unit 2, that is climatology, this unit describes about climatology, exploring the complex relationships between the atmosphere, climate, and weather patterns. In atmospheric composition and their structure, we should discuss understand the layers and the gases that make up our atmosphere, insulations and heat budget, learn how the earth receives and distributes solar energy. In temperature, pressure and weights, examine the dynamic interplay between these fundamental atmospheric elements. Atmospheric circulations, investigate air masses, uh, fronts, upper air circulations, cyclones and anticyclones, including tropical and temperate climate. In climatic classifications of Köppens and Thornthwaite, study the Köppens and Thornthwaite systems which categorize climate worldwide and ENSO events that explores El Nino, La Nina, and southern oscillations which impact global climatic patterns. Meteorological hazards and disasters. Understand the causes and effects of cyclones, thunderstorms, tornadoes, hailstorms, heat and cold waves, drought, cloudburst, glacial lake outburst, and in climate change, examine the evidence and causes of past climatic changes uh, and the significant impact of human activities on global climate. In Unit 3, uh, this is oceanography. Oceanography is the study of the oceans, covering many interesting areas. Uh, the ocean floor, called ocean relief, and includes different features like shelves, slopes, mid-ocean ridges, and trenches. The ocean's compose involves temperatures, density, and salinity, which affects marine life and water movement. Ocean currents, such as warm and cold California current, help regulates the global climate. Waves caused by the wind and tides, uh, and influenced by the moon and sun, shape our coastlines and affect navigations and marine ecosystem. Sea level changes in sea level due to effects like global warming and melting ice are important for coastal areas. Then the hazards like tsunami and cyclones can have devastating effects. Uh, Understanding these elements helps us see how the oceans impacts our world. And in Unit 4, Geography of Environment. The geography of environment encompasses interactions between and human activities, ecosystem and human activities. This includes the components of ecosystems, uh, such as geographic classifications and human ecology. It covers the functions within ecosystems like trophic levels, energy flows, and crucial cyclones such as the carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen cycles. Concepts like food chain, food waves, and ecological pyramids. Human impacts on the environment are significant, with issues like pollution, global warming, urban heat island, and land degradation taking center stage. Understanding these impacts is essential for fostering ethical and sustainable environmental practices, including environmental ethics and deep ecology. Efforts to protect the environment are also examined, focusing on national and international initiatives. This includes legal framework, environmental policies, then key international treaties, and a program like Brund, Brund Land Commission, Kyoto Protocol, Agenda 21, Sustainable Developments, and the Paris Agreement. A comprehensive understanding of the geography of the environment reveals the intricate relationships within ecosystem and the vital role human play in shaping and protecting the planet. Unit 5 comprises these populations and settlement geography, encompasses a wide array of topics related to human populations and their distributions. In population geography, sources of data like census, sample surveys, and vital statistics are crucial, though they can have relatively issues and errors. The world population distribution is analyzed through various measures, patterns, and distribution determinants, tracing growth from prehistoric times to the modern era. Demographic transitions and theories of population growth, including theories Malthus, Sadler, and Ricardo, provide framework for understanding population changes. Fertility and mortality analysis explore indicates determinants and global patterns, while migration studies examine types, causes, consequence, and models. The compositions and characteristics of population, including age, sex, and rural urban distributions, occupational structure, and educational levels, are important aspects alongside population policies in development and development developing countries. In settlement geography, the focus shifts to rural and urban settlements. Rural settlements are categorized by types, patterns, and distributions, and face contemporary problems like rural urban migrations, land use changes, uh, and land acquisition, and theories on the origin of towns by Gordon Childe, Henry Pirenne, Louis Mumford. Urbanization process and characteristics differ between developed and developing countries, influenced by factors like urban growth, ends of urbanizations, its size, structure, and functions of urban areas. Urban systems are described by the concepts such as the law of primate city and rank size rule, while central place theories and laws explain uh, spatial organizations, model of urban land use, including those by Burgess, Harris and Ullman, and Homerowick, depicts internal city structure. Concepts like megacities, concepts like megacities, global cities, and ages cities illustrate evolving urban forms. Social segregation in cities, urban social area analysis, and the manifestations of poverty through slums, informal sector growth, crime, and critical urban issues. Unit 6 focuses on how economic activities and are spread across different regions and regional development. In economic activities, it covers various types of economic activities, its factors, uh, various types of economic activities, that's primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary activities. Primary, such as agriculture, secondary, manufacturing uh, industries, tertiary, services, and knowledge based activities, that is quaternary. The unit also explores natural resources, including their classifications, distributions, and the issues related to their management. It addresses global energy a crisis, examines how both developed and developing countries are affected by energy shortages and challenges. Next, in this unit, agriculture geography explores how land is used and managed. It includes land capability classifications, which assess the suitability of land for different types of agriculture, and land use planning to optimize land use. This study also examines cropping patterns and methods for identifying crop combination regions, such as Weaver, Doi, and Rafiulla approaches. Crop diversification is another focus, which involves growing a variety of crops to reduce risk and increase productivity. Von models explains how different types of agriculture are located relative to central market. Additionally, the field at how agricultural productivity uh, is measured, factors affecting it, and regional variations in productivity. It also covers different agricultural systems around the world, highlighting various farming practices and techniques. Another is industrial geography. Industrial geography examines how and why industries are distributed across different regions. It starts by classification industries into categories like manufacturing, services, and high tech sectors. The study explores factors that influence industrial location, um, such as resource availability, labor, and transformation. Key theories of including those by Alfred Weber, uh, E.M. Hoover, J. August Laws, A. Braid, and D.M. Smith provide insights into the decision making behind industrial placement. The field also looks at global industrial region and how globalizations impacts manufacturing in less developed countries. Additionally, it covers the growth of tourism industry. Okay, and the expanding role of information and communication technology and knowledge production sectors, including education and research and development industries. It has another topic that is geography of transport and trade. The geography of transport and trade examines how goods and people move across regions and the factors influencing these movements. It includes theories and models of spatial interaction. Edward Ullman and Amy Hurst, which explains how and why different places interact. This study also involves measure and indicates of connectivity and accessibility, which assess how easily regions can connect and, with each other. Spatial flow models like the gravity model help understand trade patterns and the movement of goods based on factors like distance and economic size. The unit also covers the role of the World Trade Organizations, and in shaping global trade policies and the impacts of globalization and liberalizations on trade patterns. It looks at the challenges and opportunities for both inter-regional between different regions and inter-regionals, which is within the same regions, cooperations and trade. Focusing on how these dynamics influence economic development and regional relationships. This unit has another topic, that's regional development. Development examines how different regions grow and change, focusing on their unique characteristics and the differences between them. It distinguishes between formal and fictional regions, maybe functional regions. World regional disparities. Okay, focusing on unique characteristics and difference between them. It distinguishes between formal regions, different the specific criteria, and fictional regions shaped by the perceptions. This study highlights global disparities in development and explores various theories such as Albert O. Harsman, Gunnar Myrdal, and John Friedman, as well as a dependency theory, which explains how some regions remain underdeveloped or due to their reliance on whether due to their reliance. The unit also covers the role of global economic and looks at how social movement in India have impacted regional growth and addressed local issues. Unit 7 covers cultural, social, and political geography, focusing on how cultural, social, and political factors shape human environment. In cultural and social geography, the unit begins with concept of culture, including cultural complexes, areas, and regions, and how cultural heritage uh, and ecology influence human societies. It explores cultural convergence, where different cultures blend, and examines social structures and processes, including social well-being, quality of life, and social exclusion. The spatial distribution of social groups in India, such as tribes, caste, religion, and languages, is also analyzed. The unit addresses the relationship between environment and human health, including disease, ecology, and nutritional status, which with a focus on India's pattern uh, and conditions. It also looks at health and care planning, and policies in India and the growing field of medical tourism. In political geography, this unit explores how geographic factors influence political dynamics and power structure. It examines boundaries and frontiers uh, with a focus on India's borders and territorial issues. The unit covers important theories such as the heartland theory and the rimland theory, which could discuss strategic regions that are crucial for global power. Key topics include trends and developments in political geography of federalism and the electoral reforms in India. It also delves into the geopolitics of climatic change and world resources, analyzing how these issues affect global and regional politics. The unit explores geopolitical significance of Indian Ocean and regional organizations of cooperations, that is like SARC, ASEAN, OPEC, European Union, and it addresses the neo politics of world natural resources, considering how new political dynamics and strategies impact resource distributions and management. Unit 8, that is geographic thought. It examines the evolution of geographical ideas and theories over time. It begins with contribution of uh, early scholars from Greek, Roman, Arab, and Chinese, and also Indian scholars, exploring how their insights shaped the field. The unit then highlights key geographers like uh, Bernard Verenius, Immanuel Kant, Alexander von Humboldt, Karl Ritter, Schiffer, and Herschel, noting their influence on the development of geographical thought. It also discusses the impact of Darwin theory, impact of Darwin theories on geography, particularly how evolutionary concepts influenced geographical ideas. Contemporary trends in Indian geography are explored, including advances in cartography and thematic and methodological contributions. The unit covers major geographic traditions such as earth science, the study of human environment relationships, okay, area studies and spatial analysis. It addresses dualism in geographical studies, that is physical versus human geography, okay, and the regional versus systematic geography, qualitative versus quantitative, ideographic versus nomathetic. And the paradigm shift that has occurred over time. Perspectives in geography, including positivism, okay, positivism, behavioralism, humanism, structuralism, feminism, and postmodernism. That that's also examined, highlighting the diverse approaches within the field. And in Unit 9, geographical techniques, it's the methods and tools used to gather, analyze, and represents geographic information. It starts with sources of geographic information and data, that is spatials and non-spatials. Spatials means location based and non-spatials means attribute based data. The unit covers different types of maps, different types of maps and map making techniques, that such as including choropleth, isoarithmetic, the decimetric, chromatic, and flow maps. It also discusses how data is represented on maps using pie diagrams, bar diagrams, and line graph. And another is key aspects is functions of GIS. Geographical information are explored, including raster and vector data formats, attribute data formats, uh, and GIS functions like editing and analysis. The unit introduces digital elevation model, DEM, and georeferencing, covering coordinate system, map projections, and data. GIS applications such as thematic cartography and spatial decision support system are also highlighted. Basics of remote sensing are covered, including the electromagnetic spectrum, sensors, and platform, and resolutions techniques for interpreting aerial photo, their elements, and aerial photo and satellite images, as well as digital image processing are discussed. This unit addresses the advancement in remote sensing, technology, and big data sharing, particularly natural resources and management in India. See, sorry, it also includes GPS components and applications of measures of central tendency, that is dispersion and inequalities, sampling, hypothesis testing, which are chi-square test, okay, t-test, ANOVA test, and time series analysis. Other techniques include regression analysis. Correlation and regression analysis. Measurement of indices, principal component analysis, PCA, and cluster analysis. It also covers morphometric analysis. The morphometric analysis, uh, focusing on stream ordering, bifurcation ratio, drainage characteristics, train, drainage characteristics, terrain profiles, etc. Hypsometric curve, altimetric, the frequency graph, and last one is Unit 10, that is Geography of India. Geography India, Geography of India provides a comprehensive overview of India's physical and human geography. It examines major physiographic regions and their characteristics, including their details on drainage system of the Himalayan and peninsular region. The unit covers India's climate, their weather characteristics, including seasonal weather patterns, climatic divisions, and the Indian monsoons mechanism and characteristics. It also explores the rules of jet stream and the Himalayan cryospheres in influencing weather. Natural resources are key focus, including natural resources are key focus, including soils, vegetations, water, mineral, marine resources, along with their distribution, along with the distribution across the country. Population characteristics are analyzed, including spatial distribution, growth, and compositions by factors such as rural, urban, age, sex, occupational, ethnicity, and region. The determinants of population growth and population policies in India are should be discussed. Uh, agriculture in agriculture is covered extensively, including the production productivity, okay, and yield of major food crops, major crop regions, and regional variations in agricultural development. The unit also addresses environmental, technological, and institutional factors affecting agriculture, agroclimatic zones, and the green revolution, food security, and the right to food. Industrial developments since independence is addressed in this unit, including industrial regions and policies, their characteristics, the development and patterns of transport networks, that is railways, roadways, uh, waterways, airways, and pipelines are addressed, along with tens of internal and external trade, regional development planning in India, and the impact of globalization on the Indian economy are addressed. The unit also addresses natural disaster in India, such as earthquake, drought, flood, cyclones, tsunamis, Himalayan highlands hazards, and disasters. So this is the last unit, and this is the syllabus of UGC NET Geography. Best wishes. Thank you.